Today, we enter and also probably get knocked out of the Asian Champions League. We start off this episode away to Western Sydney Wanderers, who are very much expected to beat us and knock us out. But that is okay because we will be getting 4.68K in television rights, which is going to be a nice boost to our finances. And hopefully, by playing this match and being in the Champions League, even if it is for just one round, we'll get a nice reputation boost that'll help us going into next season to get additional sponsorships and help us to bring in a bit more money. And I think the daunting task in front of us is pretty well summed up by this inbox message. We are playing the Western Sydney Wanderers from the A League, and it is considered an impossible Asian task. Western Sydney Wanderers are 1-3 favorites. We have very long odds going into this. We are considered a vastly inferior opponent. We are not expected to win. And if we just take a look at the Western Sydney Wanderers squad, if we look at, let's even just look at their fringe players are as good as our star players. And if we look at the best players on their team, such as Marcus Antonsen, we do not expect to win this match. But that doesn't mean we are going to give it our old try. And this is interesting. We actually have a lot of people here for our pre-match press conference, including our main man, Norman Soriano. So why not? Let's do a quick press conference because I think it's been a while since we've done one, and then we'll get stuck into the match. And of course, it is the journalist who has stuck by us, Norman Soriano. I hope he gets promoted at some point. I would love to see that trajectory in Football Manager. But he is starting off our press conference today asking if I'm confident that our chairperson shares the same ambitions for this club. I think he does. We have a good relationship. We will go with that. Excellent question, Norman. Martin Batista is asking us if he considers us, or if we consider ourselves to be potential giant killers. Honestly, I don't, but I think we need to be positive. We are going to say that we can do well. And there we are with a nice little presser there right before our Champions League match. So I'm going to continue forward to the match, and I will see you all to show you what our tactics and starting lineup looks like in a little bit. The expectations from both our board and our fans, they are both predicting a heavy defeat. Well, as told me, if we lose, but we don't lose by a lot, I feel like it will have been a successful outcome. A lot happening just before the match. DHC have made a bid for Suhaimi, which, to be honest, he's a good player, but I've kind of faded him out of the squad a little bit because we have signed who can't play in this match, but we've signed Song Gi-hun, Josie, Matsunuga, Hadmulabula. Yusuf, we have Saeed. We have a lot of players now, and we are over the wage budget. Which, if we look here, I don't know if you guys can see that. If we look at our finances, we are over the wage budget, so it might not be the worst thing in the world to let it happen. So I think I'm not going to offer Suayumi a new contract. I think we'll be looking at letting him go. Here it is. This is cool. If I'm going to be honest, this is really cool that we're in season 2 and we are in the Asian Champions League, even if it is just the first preliminary round. Our goal will be to eventually make the group stages, but I think we're a long way to go from there. But our first match away to Western Sydney Wanderers. This is our starting lineup. We are going to play a defensive formation, essentially like a 5-3-2. It kind of looks like a 3-4-1-2 here, whatever you want to call it. But this is our starting lineup. In Hyun Dun in goal, our new signing. Okiagu, Tamit, and Kofi making up the back line. Francis and Rosley, they're going to be our wingbacks on defend, but hopefully by playing them as wingbacks a little bit further up, they'll add a little bit of attacking impetus as well. Matsunuga is going to be a segundo volante, while Hasmubula, who is both of these players are on loan, will be our ball-winning midfielder on defend. Albino is going to be an attacking midfielder on attack, hopefully getting in behind as well. Tasako and Son Jing-hyun will make up our front line. Depending on how the match is going, we may adjust Albino to play here as well, just to give us some better attacking numbers, and then maybe play a deep lying forward to connect the play a little bit. But this is what we are looking like at the moment. Our bench options, We have Joel, Barbeso, Romley, Van Diaz, Saeed, Yusuf, Almento, Park Soo-hyun, who we will bring in depending on how we're doing, Casambre, and Ricky Cruz. This is what the team looks like. Uh, we will see what happens. Let's get into our first ever Champions League match. Oh boy, people. If you have ever played in the Asian Champions League before, you know the issue that I just went up against. But I just went to submit the team. We cannot have more than 6 foreign players in the squad. We currently have 14. If you look at it here, our whole team is foreign. I have messed up massively. Okay, now we have wow. Okay, now we have some serious thinking to do. We're gonna start Joyelle here, and we're definitely gonna start Barbeso instead of Tamit. And I think we're just gonna remove Hyundun. We're gonna bring in James. It's a good thing he's Filipino. Wow, we can only have six. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, this presents some serious issues. Wow. Okay. This is now the team going into play Western Sydney Wanderers. We might do worse than I ever thought. See you in the match. I am not going to lie to you all. This is my first time ever playing a save in Asia, and I think it's showing with me not knowing the rules there. I really should have figured that one out. But we are underway against Western Sydney Wanderers, and we are going to do our absolute best to win this match. As we get a nice bit of possession to start the match here, could we get a little something going early? This is a long highlight. Oh, and we've lost the ball. This is a really long highlight. I've got a bad feeling about this now. Come on, guys, and it's over the bar. A minute in and we haven't allowed a goal yet. We're doing okay. The game is starting to settle down. Western Sydney Wanderers having a lot more possession. Look at this crowd. Look at this stadium and crowd. This is something we have not had at all in the Philippines, like a full crowd in a nice stadium. Oh, we've nearly scored. Oh, it's offsides. It's offsides. I thought we had it there for a moment. And we've managed to win possession back here. We haven't had the worst start to the match ever. It'd be nice to see us get something here. It's moved down the line to Rosley. Can he get to the byline and put a cross in? That's going to be the question. Oh, come on, Rosley, get the cross in. And he gets the cross in eventually. It's poor. It's punched out to Ronsis. Take the shot. It's tipped over. We had an opportunity to find the back of the net there. And it is going to be an opportunity off the corner for Western Sydney Wanderers. This is something that if they're going to score, we need to prevent it happening from a set piece or potentially from a corner. We need to make sure they earn it. That it's not happening from something simple like this, and it's over the bar. That is good for us. We've won the ball in the air, but we haven't won the second ball. That is something we need to win. And Antonsen is through here on goal. And it's wide. It's a fantastic save by Joyelle. Barbasso is not having a good match, but what a save to keep us into the match. And it swung into the box, and they've scored. And that's probably the end of the match already, right there. Well, Western Sydney Wanderers has right after I just said we can't allow goals off of corners, but ultimately I think their superior athleticism came through. We had someone marking him, but whoever it was got out jumped, and Western Sydney Wanderers lead. I don't think we've played poorly. If I'm going to be honest, I don't think we've played super poorly as Casambre wins it there. He plays it to Rosley. But again, we don't have anyone on the bench. We have maybe one or two options on the bench. So there isn't much there for us. Rosley swings the ball in, and Sissoko can't win the header. And it is an opportunity now for Western Sydney Wanderers to counterattack. Barella plays it very slowly. We don't really have any options there. And they've played it around nicely. The game has really slowed down here. And they continue to bring the ball forward. It would be devastating to go down two just before halftime because I think honestly, I think we've had a good half, all things considered, but yeah, they've just gone in. That's a great save by Joyelle. What a save! What a save! They swing it out wide. It's crossed in. Antonsen wins the header and it's over the bar. We might get to halftime here. We just need another minute and we do get to halftime. Okay, this gives us an opportunity to regroup. They do deserve to have their goal, but we have created chances, and surprisingly, the possession stats aren't too bad. I think we can get something from this. All right, and the second half begins. We're going to do our best. Again, we can probably bring on Chio, maybe Braga. Almento's an option as well, but we don't have much more than that. So it's going to be about maybe changing the tactic as Albino loses the ball there. That was poor. Maybe changing the tactic or doing something just to try and get a little more impetus in the game. Oh, and they've gone through. Don't allow a goal here. Well done, Joyelle. Well done. And Western Sydney Wanderers are looking to play the ball in. They do like that short corner kick tactic. Oh boy, I thought that was a pen for a second. We kind of got away from it there. They're playing a ball around the back. Maybe we can get a little bit of a higher press in, maybe raise the lines. I think we'll need a little bit more people in the middle. We do have essentially two defensive mids, so maybe we can move them up a little bit and try to give a little bit more support. Because again, those are the second balls that we're losing that we need to make sure we're winning if we're going to try and get back into this match. But you can see here, there's a lot of time in this area. So we do need to look at raising the lines or something just to help our players out a little bit. But every time we win the ball, we can't keep possession. Yeah, that's the right ball. And it's just wide. I'll tell you what, Western Sydney Wanderers could be out and away from us right now. All right, we have made some tactical changes and a quick sub just to try and give us a little more going on. Dexter Chio has come into, oh, that's poor. And it's hit the Kofi, get it away! Get it out! Oh, he almost dribbled it into his own goal. What are we doing? Western Sydney Wanderers are just so much better than we are. They're just playing it around us with ease. I don't really know what else to do. I might have to drop a striker in or something. All right, well done, well done. All right, let's go over the top. Sasaku's in. Can he find Chio? Oh, Chio, get into the box. Chio, get into the box. Come on, get in, Rosalie. Get it in. We found it. Albino, this is an opportunity, and it's saved. No, it's saved. That might have been the chance. Albino, why? Oh man, Western, we've gone out, we've put in some subs, we've essentially gone all out attack here. So at this point, I think we'll have one more sub maybe, but we'll essentially have done everything we can to try and win this match. We've brought in Almento, Julian Reyes, and Von Diaz. He's a wingback on attack now. We've raised the lines, as you can see here, but that is going to give more space for the more athletic Western Sydney Wanderers team to get in behind. But at this point, all we can do is hope that we get one more opportunity, as Joel has had a wonderful game. Well done to Joel. That's another fantastic save. All right, we are entering the last 10 minutes of the game. So at this point, it's just time to go crazy and do everything we can to try to win this match. We'll see what we can do. Well, we are bringing out a really crazy formation here, but this is all we've got. We're going to make our last sub. We've gone attacking. We're doing everything we can here. Let's see if we can just get something. Diaz has a lot to do on this left-hand side. I've really given him no help. It's crossed into the box. Antonsen's going to win the header, and it's just wide. We still have a chance here, boys. We still have a chance. There's nothing else we can do. Oh, and there's another. It's a chance, but it starts off with the ball for Western Sydney Wanderers. Come on, guys, win the ball back. They're playing it around so easily. Oh, it's stuck into the box. Okiagu, get him back. Come on, guy. Oh, boy, we don't have the numbers there anymore. They've gone in, they've scored. That's it. Congratulations to the Western Sydney Wanderers. That is it. They have broken our hearts. Given the circumstances, we did as well as we could. Honestly, we did as well as we could. I'm going to tell them that I'm proud of them. They've done better than I could have possibly asked them to do. But as time ticks away here, this is going to be the end of match highlight. We clear it away, get it out, Kofi, and that's it. Western Sydney Wanderers defeat Mendiola FC 2-0. Our first ever Champions League match. I guess I can't complain too much. I'm proud of our efforts today, even if it wasn't to be. We are knocked out of the Champions League, but I'm proud of how we did. Well, ultimately, Western Sydney Wanderers were just too much for us. That corner really, really killed off the game. I think that really helped them. They obviously won it right at the end, but we had some opportunities. Albino, I think, had the big one. But there it is. We've officially lost. We had a lot. We had pretty much our whole team make their debut. So we do have a post-match press conference here. I doubt there's going to be great questions, but Norman Soriano gets the first question. We love Norman Soriano, so we are going to show his question and then we'll go out of it. Defeat for your side today sends you out of the competition. Just how disappointed are you? Well, to be honest, Norman, I'm not too upset. We weren't expected to win this, so we move forward like we always planned on doing. Norman's a bit tough today. He's also noting that, yes, our Champions League campaign has come to an end. We are aware of that. But how do we reflect on the journey? We're proud of what we've achieved. We got here. The fact that we're even here is unexpected. We are proud of that. That ends the press conference, and we shall leave. Well, our next match is against Stallion. That is going to be in the next video and the next edition of this series. We will play our first couple of Philippines Football League games. I think we will play Stallion and maybe Ascal's development team too. Unfortunately, there we don't have foreign player rules, so we will be back with our best 11. But until our next match, thanks for watching this video. We had a short but sweet Champions League campaign, but we will be back next year and we will try to do better. And I think our end goal for this series is we see how bad we are and we see how difficult it's going to be. If we get to the Champions League group stage, I think we will have been successful. So until then, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I hope you all are having a wonderful week, and I will see you all next time. Bye.